friend. I'm here to protect you. I'm not.
Hi everyone, this is Sean. Welcome back to my channel. Please press the like button, subscribe, share, comment. I'm looking forward to the dialogue and I'm looking forward to reading all of your comments. I want to thank Justin Humphreys for sending me a link to today's video. He sent me a private email, says, hey Sean, check this out. Check out this video, and we'll talk about that pretty soon. I also want to give a special shout out to Mike Alvarez. Mike Alvarez made 2 videos the other day where he was basically displaying his frustrations and laying down his foundation of being so frustrated with the security industry. He talked about tactical operators, how they just want to LARP, L-A-R-P, and they just want to get paid the same amount as police officers, yet they only complete a 40-hour class or 8-hour class, or they're scared to work in inclement weather conditions. I mean, he really laid down his frustrations, and I think everyone that watched this video, I think they have to agree. There's a lot of sentiment. Everybody has worked with one of those tactical operators who think that they're a God-given gift for private security. So watch that video when you get a chance. The Mike Alvarez YouTube channel. Anyhow, in today's video, I'm just so frustrated watching it. It just drives me nuts. But basically, you have a reopened Philly cheesesteak store or restaurant that opened up in Philadelphia, and the owners found the need to hire this security company that provides not just any ordinary security service, but they provide long rifle protection. You see guys in there with their AR-15s. And I don't know if I should bite my tongue or not, but we need a comment on this. I will leave a link in the description box so that you can watch the video on your own. I don't want to show it because I don't want to get demonetized for showing other people's content. So I will show you bits and pieces of screenshots that I took of the video. So let's talk about how they're dressed. On their body armor, on their exterior body armor, is the name of the security company, I believe. I'm not too positive. I'm not from Philadelphia. I don't know if this is the name of the company or they are identifying their title. But anyhow, their title or their name on their body armor is Pennsylvania State Agent. Pennsylvania State Agent. I don't know about you guys, but that just sounds very deceiving. I don't know if that's the proper terminology in Philadelphia. Is that what private security is called? I don't know, but I just think that the term is deceiving. When I think of a state agent, I'm thinking maybe a parole agent, maybe a special agent that's in charge of the investigation bureau, maybe a federal agent. I mean, that's the impression that I get. If these guys approach me in Philadelphia and I see that their patches say Philadelphia State Agent, I'm thinking that they're a sworn peace officer. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? It looked like the owner of the security company mentioned, now I don't want to misquote him, that's why I want you guys to watch the video, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he said that they have some of the officers that are sworn and credentialed to provide security services, something like that.
Other agents who sworn and certified through the state of Pennsylvania.
So my question to you guys in Pennsylvania is, to work armed security, do you need to be sworn? Do you take an oath of office? I don't know. That's why I'm asking you guys. But in California, that would just sound totally deceiving. Sworn and credentialed, okay? Now, I want to also talk about the way that they're carrying the rifles. There's no sling. This is not, in my honest opinion, this is not a professional organization. I don't care if you guys were police officers or you're currently police officers. That does not authenticate you for being an operator, being a tactician. Just because you're a sworn officer and even if you are, let's just say you're a sworn officer, that doesn't give you the rights to walk out there with an AR-15, act like you know what you're doing, and go out there and do your security work. It just doesn't make any sense. These guys are not professionals, in my opinion, because a true professional will have a sling. So how are you supposed to handcuff somebody? If you get into a verbal altercation with somebody, you're going to have your rifle? You're just going to hold your rifle? What if you have to go to the bathroom? You're going to hold your rifle without the sling? What if you have to take notes? Okay, somebody's calling out that there's a suspicious person in the back of the cheesesteak restaurant, and then they start giving you a license plate. Maybe this person entered a vehicle and they took off at a high rate of speed. Maybe you're thinking that they're staking out the place. A witness gives you an account of what happened. Okay, you might be taking notes. Well, how are you going to take notes? I guess you could brace the rifle against your chest and take notes that way, but why wouldn't you have a sling? You know, a true professional wears a sling. You could see them in the military, you see them in law enforcement. There's another clip of somebody wearing the Black Hawk Serpa holster. I don't know if it's the same security company, but I did a complete video on that holster. If you're working some overseas operation, and if you make negative contact with somebody, if the chances are that this is going to probably be a gunfight, hey, I have no reservations for you guys having the Serpa holster. And talking to other YouTube content creators, that was what you carried overseas. And I have no problem with that. I have no issue with that. But that holster does not belong in your general security work where you are interacting with the public. That does not belong there. And the reason being, it's not meant for duty purposes. The portion where the plastic accepts the loop around from the belt, that's not even thick plastic. Okay, that can break off. You just throw on a 200-pound man that's stocky, that's been working out, and that person can rip that holster out. Okay, a lot of you guys still disagree. Look on the box. I bought that holster, and I showed you guys on YouTube why you shouldn't have it. But I bought it so I can show it to you guys, and then I threw it away afterwards. On the box, it says this is not something to the effect that it's not designed for duty purposes. It's more it's designed for there you go. It's designed for concealed weapon purposes. So the public is not even supposed to see that gun in that holster. That's supposed to be concealed. And why is that? Because if somebody goes for the gun grab, okay, they have a pretty decent chance of breaking that plastic. Okay, it is not rated. It's not rated at all for duty purposes. Okay? And yet I see that on camera. I don't know, guys, if they're sworn or credentialed. I just tell you this, that if they're off-duty law enforcement officers, they're not holding their rifles in a professional manner. They're not carrying themselves out in a professional manner. I just don't think that they are. I don't see what the problem is with them wearing signage that says security or armed security. I don't see a problem with that. But why Pennsylvania state agent? Okay. Is there a need for rifles? And I'm going to disagree with a lot of people on this channel. I believe that there's areas in Pennsylvania that are well deserving of security having a rifle with them. I have no problem with that, but I just don't think that the people that I see on camera should be the ones having the rifle, because you could tell that they just don't have that professional experience. And if they did, you would see that the rifles are slung. I believe that there's areas, guys, that are well deserving of security having rifles. Now, what's the training involved? Okay, just because you throw in a rifle on your across your shoulders in front of you, that doesn't mean that you're proficient with that weapon. It absolutely does not. So, guys and gals, please stop wearing signage out there. Stop trying to act like you're the SWAT commander, in Justin Humphrey's own words. Mike Alvarez would probably agree. Just stop acting like that. There's another security company, I can't remember the name. When I typed in Pennsylvania State Agent, this other security company out of Pennsylvania popped up, and they had a SWAT patch that says on their CERT, CERT. That's basically that's basically your special response team for different law enforcement agencies. That's pretty much your SWAT team. And they had that patch. Well, what's your qualifications? And I'm going through the biography, and we see that the owner is a retired police officer. Well, what did you do as a retired police officer? You did 40 years of being a police officer. What did you do? It just, to me, throwing on those patches that are basically traditionally SWAT patches, that doesn't make you a SWAT operator. There's so much that I had to do in order to be called a SWAT operator. Every single month for the last 12 months, you guys, consistently, I've been training with the regional SWAT team every single month. And these are 12-hour days. PTing like crazy. About 1 or 2 weeks ago, I went through a full hour PT session, and it was on my own. Basically lifting weights, doing push-ups, some pull-ups. But basically, I trained to failure. I just couldn't do it anymore. And all of a sudden, the SWAT commander says, all right, we have something in store for you guys. So for 30 minutes, we were doing basically your calisthenics for 30 minutes. And I just couldn't do it anymore. That's a whole hour and a half of working out. So he knew that we were at our breaking point, and then threw in another half an hour of calisthenics. And that's the way it is. They don't care, guys. SWAT, August, July is blood hot out there. PT. It's PT and training. Consistently, we're doing billing searches, live fire, over and over and over again. Hostage rescue. But we're constantly training. To get to where I'm at, I had to go through a 2-week SWAT school. 2 weeks, 80 hours. And that's just to have a SWAT pin or a SWAT patch. But these guys are out there, you know, they didn't do any, they were never on a tactical assignment. Maybe 35 years ago that they were, and all of a sudden they just start throwing on SWAT patches, SWAT pins, calling themselves operators. It's just dumb. So that's all I got. I'm looking forward to the feedback. Take care, guys.